30 years ago, 40 years ago, we did not have an obesity problem. We did not have a weight. It was one person in our class that was overweight. Now it's 2 or 3 people that are not overweight. Now, the African parable is, there was a European who went down to Africa. He's a shoe salesman. He went down to Africa and saw that none of the Africans wore shoes. He said, man, this is a gold mine. I'm going to go back to Africa with my shoes and I'm going to sell these to everybody. So he goes back to Africa with all these shoes and he's showing off the shoes and everybody's walking around barefoot. And he said, look, I got just what you need. You got shoes. And nobody wants shoes. So he goes back to Europe and he gets advice from one of his business advisors, and his business advisor tells him, well, here, take these 2 boxes down there. And when you get down there to the marketplace, I want you to throw the contents of these boxes out on the floor. And when you throw the contents out on the floor, you're going to notice that all of a sudden there's a greater demand for your shoes. What's in the box? Tacks. He throws tacks out on the ground so that then they start stepping on the tacks, they get their feet sore, they're bleeding and carrying on. Now they need shoes. The same thing has happened for you in the United States of America. Somebody threw some tacks out there. Now you got diabetes and you need glucophage, right? Now you got high blood pressure and you need hydrochlorothiazide, right? You know, we need, what else? What are some of the other drugs we're taking out there? You know, we need Xanax because we're depressed. But we've gotten away from the old way of doing things, and now we've adopted this new way, which is destroying our health. What is the last illness that was cured by the medical and pharmaceutical establishment? Do you all know what that was? Polio. 1948, 1950, during that time frame. And what did those companies realize at that point that they would never do again? They would never cure another disease. It was too many polio clinics that went bankrupt. They could not survive. They will never make that mistake again. So as opposed to healing you and curing you, some of us even are old enough that you remember, what did we used to do when we had high blood pressure? What would we take? A diuretic. You all are right. What you were saying was right, but it was a diuretic. And would always bring our blood. We don't even do that now. Now we take the diuretic, hydrochlorothiazide. Now we take their diuretic, which is chemical, synthetic, doesn't really absorb into the body. And it's, you know, we're literally suffering from throwing out the tax on the ground, but the tax for us is ignorance. We are ignorant. So when I tell people you got headaches every single day, you need to drink more water, that just sounds bizarre. What do you mean drink more water? I need Tylenol 3, brother. I don't need no water. And then they drink the water and they get better and they're trying to figure, well, how did that happen? What is it? What's about the water? See, many of the things that I talk about are so simple, they become complicated. It becomes challenging to accept that that's all I have to do. Let it. I've got clients that had 0% activity function in one kidney, 30% in the other, and now they're 100% in both. They were on dialysis, and now they're 100% in both. Okay? So we know that this is doable. Don't opt for the organ transplant or replacement. Cholesterol. And if I didn't answer any of these sufficiently, please feel free to raise your hand. Cholesterol and niacin. I don't know the relationship between cholesterol and niacin, but I want to talk about cholesterol. Blueberries, 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 blueberries. All day long, blueberries, blueberries. Okay? That is going to respond. And of course, you could do the other things. There are 2 other things, which would be garlic. And do we have Bragg's apple cider vinegar here? Yes. If there's a bottle of Bragg's apple cider vinegar left on the shelf when I leave here today, y'all didn't get it. Bragg's apple cider vinegar is like, look, that's the elixir of all elixirs. That stuff can do some stuff inside of your body. I mean, it's one of the things. I had a client just the other day. They suffered from, my memory's going. What's the condition that we get that's similar to chicken pox, but shingles? In gross pain. Now, I talked about Crisco earlier. Don't throw the Crisco away completely. Put the Crisco on the area where you got the pain, and you do the apple cider vinegar, and you will want to marry me. I guarantee you, you will want to marry me come tomorrow. Okay? Okay, cholesterol. Those are the things that we do. Okay? And of course, if you got cholesterol and you're eating the carcass of a dead animal, you don't want to heal. So stop eating the carcasses of dead animals. All right? And that, I think you all understand what that is, right? That's dead cows all the way down to dead what? Shrimp. Because shrimp will contribute and help make cholesterol continue to proliferate throughout the body. Don't do shrimp, especially if you got cholesterol.